All right, welcome, Claire. Thank you so much for joining today. So, Claire is one of our Fairfax surrogates. Today, we're just going to kind of go over some questions and get to know you a little bit more and your journey with us at Fairfax. So, Claire, what was the most important to you in researching agencies to work with? I know a lot of surrogates spend quite a lot of time. Some of them just pick one off the internet and they roll with it. What was kind of your experience there?
Yeah, I was more the person that was just looking for the right fit. So in my research, I just wanted to find an agency that was going to be super supportive, that was available to answer any questions that I had. And, once I got connected to Fairfax Surrogacy, I really felt like this was the agency for me because everybody that I've talked to and everybody that has contacted me has just been so welcoming and so supportive. And that's really what I'm looking for out of this entire experience, is to know that I have people behind me that have my back and that are, willing to make everything work the way it's supposed to.
What was it that really kind of sparked that they feel like real people? I mean, was it anything particular?
Yeah. So I initially just started by checking out the website, looking at all the information, reading it as much as I could that was available. So I had a better understanding of what was to come. And then I reached out to our program manager, Susan, and she followed up immediately with a phone call. And just being able to connect with somebody, hear their voice, have them be so reassuring and so open about answering all of my questions, that really was the thing that put Fairfax Surrogacy like to the forefront of everything. I was like, okay, there's an agency and they are doing all of this and helping people become families, but the people that work there really do care about what is going on.
We connect with you on a personal level. And
Exactly.
I always take the opportunity to share that. Like, hey, I know
Mhm.
this is a lot, and I totally understand because I've done it. I gave birth as a surrogate.
Mhm.
So I'm like, don't get cold feet. I promise it's
Yeah.
more fun from here. It just seems like
Yeah.
a lot at first. Well, thank you so
I
much
know.
for
And
sharing
that
that.
adds another level to it as well. Like that adds a personal level because you get to know more about the person as well.
I'm so grateful to hear that that's been your experience so far. What ultimately helped you to decide to move forward with Fairfax?
Yeah, it was just the timing of everything. Becoming a surrogate was something that I had always kind of played with the idea in the back of my mind. But then talking to Susan, reading more about what the agency does, everything just kind of fell into place. And so just having that personal contact and having all of that support. Susan and I, after our phone call, we jumped on a Zoom too, so I could talk to her a little
Great.
bit more and she could answer some more of my questions. And really, after that, I was like, okay, yes, this is it. And so I've had a great experience so far with her and with everybody that I've interacted with at the agency. And it's just really made me feel more comfortable, but also that like I'm making the right choice. Like it has solidified everything for me in terms of like choosing an agency and going on this journey.
So anyone who's kind of in the beginning stages, what advice would you give to them that they're kind of like, oh, this is a lot, or,
Mhm.
maybe they're having second thoughts? Do you have any advice for those?
Yeah, I would tell them just to ask all your questions right away as soon as you are starting in the process. Make sure that you're comfortable with the agency, with the process. If you have questions, just ask. And
That's great advice. And I always say that ask your questions and you have the Zoom
Mhm.
interview and the initial, pre-screening process. And that's a time for surrogates to ask questions. And I always say,
Yes.
we will revisit this. This won't be the first time
Mhm.
we talk about it, especially when we move on to legal. And that
Mhm.
we're going to just kind of pull back everything again and just make sure we're all on the same page. Um,
Exactly.
well, thank you so much, Claire. That wraps up my choosing an agency questions, and I really appreciate you just sharing your personal experience and how
Mhm.
Fairfax was the one for you.
Thank you so much, Haley. I can't wait. I'm so excited to continue with the process. And I love that everybody at Fairfax Surrogacy has my back and they're so supportive. And I couldn't be
Please
more
know,
thrilled.
we totally, totally do.
Mhm.
Absolutely. I'm so excited for you for your next steps.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.